Hi guys, so I've been asked a lot of questions about my vacuum chamber, so I thought I'd just throw a video out there. It makes it a little bit easier than trying to explain it. So I bought it off of Amazon and it came as a complete set. So I've got the chamber pot, that's a 1.5 gallon pot, and I got a stage 1 vacuum pump. On the front you can see there's a oil level. Got to make sure that you check that every time you use it. The pipe that goes from pump to chamber, it's about 3/4 inch. It is steel enforced, and of course there's the gauge. I'm gonna mix up some resin now, so I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I've mixed up 190 ml of a 1:1 craft resin in a 500 ml pot. You need a decent sized pot because when it froths up you don't want it to froth over the top. And as you can see, there's loads of bubbles in there. So pop it in to my pot, put the lid back on, make sure that the lid is centered, and it is. I'm just going to turn it on. It's going to get a bit noisy, and I will move the camera so you can actually see in the pot. As you can see, the pressure's building and it's foaming. Now it's sort of bubbling like when you make jam. Just want to show you the gauge. So the gauge is full on, and we're 1 minute in. It's a big sticker. There we go. It amazes me where all the bubbles actually come from. I'm trying not to shake. Now it's just like some little tiny bubbles still coming. We're 2.5 minutes in. Got the glare from the light on there. But as you can see, the bubbles have slowed right down. We're on about 4.5 minutes now. So at about 5 minutes, I'll turn it off. There is a mat in the bottom. I guess that's for, like, you know, if there's an overflow, but it also sucks the jug down to the base of the pot, so it gives it a bit more stability. So let's just go back here. So here's the valve. I'm going to be turning the red valve, and that will start to release the pressure. Sorry about the noise. I'll just turn off the pump and stop shouting at you. And let's see. Hang on a second. Can you see how clear? Oh, sorry guys. Right, I'm just going to set up and do a pour. Okay. So I've got a few bits that I've got to do, but this one I'm just going to pour clear resin in, and I've got a shell that I need to put in there, but we'll be able to see what that's like when I demould it. This is another piece. I'm just doing a test because I've been asked to do some silk flowers. I'm not sure how they're going to work in resin, so I'm doing a test piece because I don't want to ruin all the flowers and spend I've got a large block that's 1400 mil. I don't want to waste that if it don't work. And I've got to do a colour on another piece, so I'll just do this piece and do a bit of and a pour in here, and then I'm going to mix it up, some colour, and then I'm going to put it in the pressure pot again, hopefully. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work, but anyways, bear with me. As you can see, it's crystal clear. I'm trying to pour it slowly so you can see how clear it actually is. Okay, I need the stick. I'm sorry I've gone all quiet, it's because I'm concentrating, guys. Right. Is my head in the way? I hope it's not. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out because there's quite a lot of plastic, and I'm trying to make it not look so not real. So I've got a couple of ideas of putting a coloured base to try and cover or hide some of the plastic. Just check how much I've got. Okay. Obviously you're going to get bubbles from stuff that's inside, and you're going to still have to sit there and babysit all those little pesky bubbles, but it gets rid of all the micro bubbles, and I can't stand micro bubbles. So to me, this is a serious game changer. I got it for 140. Well, my son got it for 140. It's a Christmas present for me. Thank you, Logan. Let's do a little bit more. That should be enough in there. Just get to the tips of the green bits. Stop shaking. I'm going to mix some mica in there, and I don't know how it's going to work because I don't know whether about putting it in the pot, but it's going to regenerate some more bubbles, so I'm going to give it a go and I'll film it. Talk to you in a bit. Okay, I've mixed it, and as you can see there's loads of bubbles in there, so I give it a good old mix and we'll see what happens.